This is arguably the most important modern day baseball card that exists in our market. Not only because it is the 2009 Bowman Chrome Trout, but it is the premier base issue of that sort of lofty production. From 2009, obviously, the Bowman Chrome production produced many subvariants of the base issue, be it refractors, X-fractors, and on down the line. But the base issue, which this is, I think it's the foundation upon which all these other ones are built, and we're seeing growth in base issue values that far exceed and outpace the subvariants in a lot of these issues. And there's a reason for that, and that's because this is really the foundation upon which everything else is built. And without this card, there is no refractor, there is no X-fractor, there is no orange and gold, and so on down the line. So we're seeing more and more investors really respect the base issues, and this card really is everything that that represents. Offered here is obviously a Beckett 9.5, so it's a very nice example. Most notably, we have a centering grade of a 10, which for this card, unlike a lot of modern cards which don't have traditional borders, a dead centered 2000 Bowman Chrome Trout is a big deal because we do notice centering shifts, and this one is flawless. So we love this card in that regard. The other reason why we love it is the only thing keeping it at 9.5 is this surface grade, which is a 9, and for the life of us, we can't see a flaw. This is so often the case because usually the flaw is a very, very subtle surface indenture or scratch, and we can't find it in this case. So, it doesn't affect the eye appeal. So, I mean, in a lot of ways, what you have is a card which looks like a pristine candidate. Definitely something that could be reviewed. But overall, it's just a glistening example of, probably the most important base issue baseball card from the modern era. So we're delighted to have it here in the auction. The autograph looks excellent. It's a 10 auto, of course, but, just reviewing it looks perfectly struck. From the back, everything is very similar to the front. A beautifully preserved example. So delighted to have in the auction the premier base issue Trout card, and about as good as it gets from an investment perspective.